Hi everyone, it's Debbie with Book and Bujo, where I talk about all things books, bullet journals, and stationery. Today I am so excited that Tiefossi asked me to collaborate with them on this amazing journal. So this one is an 8x8 dot grid notebook. It's 160 GSM paper and it has 160 pages in it. And I was looking through all of the different notebooks that they had and I saw this one and knew I had to have it. So let's take a peek. They have so many beautiful journals. The covers are amazing. And they do all come with a pen loop. They have the pocket at the back as well. They have the band and these beautiful holographic sprayed edges. Stunning. And look at this cover. We've got the moons and this beautiful tree. We've got kind of the sun on the outside, all the little sparkles and the filigree, and it is just stunning. And look at the edge. The spine is just beautiful. I love that. And attention to detail, the back cover also is beautiful. So excited to get started on this. There's the 2 ribbon bookmarks for this one as well. And I have decided for this journal, I think this probably would have been a nice one for the moon journal too, but I have decided, since I'm doing the anti-brain-rot challenge, beginner version, that is put together by This Story Ain't Over, and one of the things that you can do is to create a critical media journal, and that's what this one's going to be. So of course we have, when you open it up, you have the beautiful Tiefossi logo over on this side. You get a thank you card for your purchase, a little bit about the company and some QR codes down here. And then you also get this beautiful bookmark. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Love the foiling. It's so sparkly. Dream by moonlight, plan by sunlight. I love that. And this is going to be nice in my journal as well, because there's a couple of spots that I'm going to need to flip back and forth between the 2 ribbon bookmarks here and this one here. I will be covered. And as usual, all journals have this nice little, this belongs to kind of name page. Of course, we have the white dot grid journal and we have the lay flat design. It is stunning. It doesn't even really need a whole lot of help to lay flat, because I know at some journals you used to have to do like almost page by page to kind of separate it out and get it all working nice, but this one I haven't had to do that yet. So let's go over a quick couple other supplies. So this beautiful Tiefossi journal, so excited for this one. And I do have a discount code, and it's code Debbie, and I will have the link down below to get 10% off any of your Tiefossi purchases. All right, I've got some washi tape here that I plan on using. Script washi, and of course, more script washi here as well. Stunning. And then I'm kind of going for an academia theme. I would like to do dark academia. It kind of depends on what all I still have around for supplies. But definitely want to use these ones in the green and the blue. So kind of green, blue, and brown is the color scheme I'm going for here. But I also have this book washi and this book washi that will work as well. And then I also have these really cool ones that I got from Archer and Olive, and I think these would work nicely also, especially this one here. Possibly these. We'll see what ones I end up using. And then I have another door sticker. I love using these in my journals. They are just so pretty. And I have some more little supplies. So I have some stickers from the Mystical Ephemera book that I pulled out that might be kind of fun. I thought these might be kind of fun to use for the book club books for the months. And I know these are kind of like halfway between one month and halfway into another, but I figured since it's March and April, I would use that for March. April and May, I'd use it for April, and so on and so forth down. Thought that might be kind of fun, and there's 3 different sets of them. I did use one already, but whoops, this one actually goes up there. I used the December one already, but that's all right. And then just some other little bits and bobs that I feel would work nicely with kind of that dark academia kind of theme. So yeah, kind of fun ones. Be interesting. And then a couple others. And I have my acrylic block. And then I have this bookish stamp that I might use at the beginning again. I did like that one. These ones I think might be kind of fun in this journal. Do we have a spot for book reviews? Kind of a library card kind of thing from the library of. Some of those might be kind of fun too. And then I have some more pens. So I have a couple Zebra Sarasa clip pens in the vintage, and this one I have the midnight blue, kind of that dark blue. I have the burgundy and then kind of a deep green. And then I was trying to find coordinating Pentel markers, but I didn't really have one for everything. But I did find the Pentel Touch brush pen to go with the blue. And then I found the Right Tech sign brush pen to go with the burgundy. And then none of the greens I had were dark. They were either more of like an olive, kind of khaki olive green, or they were like a really bright, yay kind of green, and nothing that was really like a deep kind of dark green. So I'm going to pair that one with the Right Tech brush pen in the brown. So that's what I'm thinking for supplies, and let's go ahead and get started. And we will start with my name page. A lot of times I end up I think I like this here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one there. And I was kind of thinking of using this one here again, like I did with my reading journal. And just gotta figure out what I wanna do up here. Could use some washi tapes. Maybe some of the stickers. Actually, maybe we'll go with some of the suns in here. The other option, I was thinking I could use something like this up in here, and then maybe the little banner. Ooh, actually, I like those. This is the other one I was thinking, which could work too, some of these, but I think I'm liking these ones. I was kind of thinking maybe the spells and magic in the middle. Oh, that's too big. That's a little too big. Maybe the witch hazel in the middle. And then a couple of those on the sides. I think those will be too big too, yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking the witch hazel in the middle. And then maybe one of these on each side. Or I could fit two. Might be able to get all 5 of those up there, and then maybe these ones on each side here. Don't want it to be too busy. I'll start small and then kind of add decorations as I feel like it fits so we don't get too busy. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there's page numbers on every page. So that makes it easy to have an index. And now for a final flip through. So I have the nameplate page, and I put some of the book club books onto the books here. I may color them in when I'm done, but I may just leave it like that. I think I kind of like it how it is. And then I have my index here. I only washi taped it on one side in case I need to use the other side, but I may end up just gluing it down if I don't need both sides of it, since I do have two columns here. I have the rules for the Anti-Brain Rot Challenge. I have the Boundless Book Club book picks and everything but Sagittarius over here, because I'm a Sagittarius, so I'd already used that sticker. So here, that one's a little bit odd man out, but that's okay. And the fiction and the nonfiction book for each month. And then I will mark them off when I complete them. And I did kind of put over here, I was able to get the ebook, but also the physical book for this one and the audiobook for this one. This one I have not been able to find, and I am trying not to purchase books. So if I can't find them from the library, then I will just have to skip them for now. And then how to create your media journal. This Story Ain't Over had a whole video just on the Critical Media Journal. I will leave her channel linked down below in case you want to check out all of her videos around the Anti-Brain Rot Challenge. And so all the different things that you can put into this journal, and some options for reading graphic novels, nonfictions, like some different prompts, the different like TV and films, other media. I would even say I kind of want to put music in here as well, because you can go through some of the music videos and the lyrics. I want to use The Sound of Silence as an example. So you have the original version by Simon and Garfunkel, and it's got kind of a cozy yet melancholy tone to it. But then you listen to Disturbed version of The Sound of Silence, and it's almost like an anthem, like a call to rise up and move forward. And yeah, like totally different vibes for the same song, and the lyrics are very poignant in both. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for music. And then of course for fiction books, which is mainly what I read. And then this is where everything will start. And this is kind of where some of my stamps will end up coming in. So I will have like the title, author dates, rating, review, that kind of thing for each of the different books. And some books I may have just, a little section. Some I may have a whole column. Some I may have a whole page. Some may have a whole spread, both sides. I'll have to play it by ear by book. And at the very least, I want to at least put in here the book club books that I am reading. And then, of course, I have my little star rating there. So I will use some of these. And this has the author and title and stuff like that on there, too. So one of those stamps probably for each of the different books that I read. And then we come to the bookmark. And this is where my personal curriculum will come in. And this is my personal curriculum. And I put in here some of the different prompts that she kind of gave for setting up a personal curriculum, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in here yet. I may just collage. I may use this as like a brainstorm or maybe a summary at the end. I have the crocheting. So Club Crochet has a course that's called Crocheting 101, and I put all the different videos that kind of go together into here. And I've actually already done videos 1 through 9. I have not made the hacky sack, but I have already learned the half double crochet, and I'm already starting on granny squares. So some of the stuff I actually know already, but I do still want to go through all the videos. And then these are my different projects that I want to do for the crochet. So finishing my mom's dragon, doing the pumpkins, the candy cane, and the blanket. And I will leave the video linked up in the cards above that tell you a little bit more in detail and show pictures of each of these different projects. Then my diamond painting projects, my book nook, puzzles, and then annotation is the other thing that I am using as a personal curriculum. So learning how to do it and actually getting my supplies set up, trying to use what I already own, and then also just diving in and going for it. And then I can add more here, and I can add more notes for my personal curriculum. So I could use this like a bullet journal where I put the day and put what I did that day and everything, and then the next day and the next day, maybe quarterly reviews or even weekly reviews of how that week went, roadblocks I encountered, things that went well, things that I learned, that kind of thing. That's what I want to put into here, and then I have a few pages here at the end. I pretty much just used the last quarter of the journal for my personal curriculum, and then the first 3 quarters will be for the Critical Media Journal. And then I also have for my annotation journal, this is a notebook I already had, like a little leather cover that I already had. And I am just using this as, I put Critical Media Journal, but it's actually my annotation journal for this one. And I will be putting in the book and some of just like the basic notes as I go. And then once I have this done, I can go from here and put what I want to remember from this part into here, or I can expound on it and really get into more in-depth thoughts and things like that into this journal. I would love to find out if you are taking part in the Anti-Brain Rot Challenge, and if you are, have you set up your Critical Media Journal, and what book you are planning on annotating. I did just get it in from the library. This is the nonfiction book for January, Capitalism, A Ghost Story by Arundhati Roy, and I was thinking of probably annotating this one, of course not actually writing in this because it's a library book, but that's where this journal comes in, because I could put the page numbers and what my thoughts and all of that were. If there were specific quotes or anything else that I want to remember, then I can put those into this journal. And I wanted to say a big thank you again to Tiefossi for collaborating with me on this video and sending me this amazingly beautiful journal that also came with this beautiful bookmark, which I will definitely be using in my journal every day. And if you would like to get yourself one of their beautiful journals, I have a link down below with a coupon code that gives you 10% off your purchase, and that is code Debbie, D-E-B-Y-I. You can either just click on the link, or you can add my name, D-E-B-Y-I, to the promo code when you check out. And give one last look at how beautifully stunning this notebook is. I love the spine design, and the design on the back of the notebook I think is amazing. I love that because most journals are blank on the back side. And you know, we look at both sides. Again, the pen loop, the holographic silver sprayed edges, which I do love silver. I mean, the gold sprayed edges are nice, but I'm a silver girly, so I love that. And again, the pocket in the back, you have the band, and of course the numbered pages on every page, which is awesome. I know not everybody uses them, but I still think it's a nice touch. And the nice white dot grid. And all of the pens and markers that I used for my setup just worked beautifully. The stickers adhere great, and I just love this journal. I think I may have found a new favorite. And if you made it this far in the video, leave a star emoji, kind of the sparkle star emoji, in the comments to let me know that you're here. So thank you so much for joining me today, and please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other learning content. And until next time, keep thinking. Bye!